Good to see many already here. I can see new names today. Maybe you absent last time. I would, before starting, I would say about the assignment. I've been receiving some, but many have not replied yet. I would receive the assignments from many. So today you have uh, until tonight to send. So the due date was today. So I received some. And what about the remainings? Many haven't submitted yet. I can see your reply. Okay. Hello. I just send us on the. Okay. I think I saw your. No, I didn't see your assignment yet. Maybe I was preparing here. But it's good that you have already sent your assignment. Okay, very good. Very good, Devina. Uh, Devika Guljar. She's here. Devika Guljar.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, there was a problem with your assignment, I think. On the first page, you please check back your assignment. On the first page, there is ink and it is covered. I can't read. That's it. It's not
Ma'am,
visible.
but since I have sent it to you, there's only one attempt on Blackboard, so I won't be able to
Uh,
send it again. So can I make it
can you send the first page on message?
on your mail?
Okay.
It says your email address, I think, on Blackboard itself. Should I send it on that?
On email address, no, but I should correct it on Blackboard itself.
But you have put only one attempt
Yes,
because
yes.
others put three attempts, but you have put only
Okay.
one attempt.
See, let me check with administration and come back to you. What can be done
Okay,
about that? Okay. And
okay,
remember that you should not copy from documents directly like that because I have turned in report here. It will all be shaded and you might lose points on that. All will be from your wordings. You have to rework your way. Okay. And
okay.
one more thing. Next time we'll have face-to-face class. Are you aware?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So be prepared and read your um unit 5 and 6, so that we can do some interaction. Okay, everybody, go through your manual. We'll see how we'll come up with new way of sharing knowledge about unit 5 and 6. Okay. On the last day of revision, we'll come back to all chapters. No worry. And now we have not much time. You saw last time how time was limited. So see, let me come to the work. Okay. Wait. Could it be on Okay. Okay, I'll see for the attempt. I'll try to see at the administration what they can do. Set. Yeah. Could the submission time be modified? The, yes, this is not a problem. Important. There are some who have joined recently, who have requested me for an extension. I've given extension, but please try to be on time. This is also important. Due date for the one who came late, who joined class late. It is. I don't know if you're here already, Miss Toury. So it's for you. It's different. Just join class. Okay, I'll message you. Okay, we won't waste time more. And what about the notes I sent you? I'm going to send you each and every point I'm speaking, and I'll send you notes. Okay, you don't have to worry. today itself, I send you your notes so that you can revise, you can go through. Okay. So see, chapter 3 and unit 3 and 4, session 2. Today, today we shall cover unit 3 and 4 for 1 hour, hopefully, for unit 3 on financial systems in the context of social projects, and unit 4 on 1 hour for unit 4 on implementation of a project. As we can see in the last session, we went through the definition and importance of project management, the project manager's responsibilities, okay, and the project life cycle, selection of project and its impact on organization result. Secondly, we yes.
Sorry, I interrupt you. Concerning the chapter 1, there are some calculations concerning the net present values and so on. During the exam, we will be examining on this about the cash flows, the calculations, and so on.
No, this is not chapter 1. This is unit 2. This was on capital budgeting. Okay. Yes, I won't be I won't go in depth. It is the NPV, the net present value, which is important, the cashback. But I sent you some notes yesterday. I don't know if you went through. Okay.
Yes,
it is not going to be, it's not going to be difficult. You just have to go through your manual. Okay. What have been explained there, it is going to be likewise. You are not going to get something very difficult, but you have to know what you're doing, what you're reading. You'll have to just practice it. I'll try to give you on revision class, I'll try to come on it so that we can calculate together, we can see together the solution of these kinds of problems, okay? We will see the IRR, the NPV, the cashback. We will see all the appraisal. So we will see how to evaluate investment proposal. That's the topic in the module, in the unit 2. Okay, we'll see it because it's very interesting, but it's not that difficult. I'm not going to be very in depth as if difficult questions. I will see to it. As you will see, there is a follow-up of how to proceed with the setting up of a project. Okay, from the beginning, you will see we are going more in depth about project, setting up of a project, role of project manager, the different steps to consider while preparing a project until completion of the project. Okay, so unit 3 covers the cost of a project, the means of finance for the social project, the projected cash flow statement, the projected balance sheet, the financing of a project, planning means of finance, and investment appraisal. That's investment appraisal. It is being applied, you can see in this chapter also. So we'll try to understand it. Because of time constraint, we can't sit and calculate. It will take too much time. Let's see on the revision. Try to do some revision on your manual. Try to see how this has been calculated. It's very simple. You will see. I'll come to it. Okay. So here are the important points we shall see together. Unit 3. As you can see, the self-assessment questions cover the whole chapter. The self-assessment questions, I said. You will see at the back of unit 3. Check the questions. Have you got? Have you saw it? Have you seen it? Sorry. Yes. Don't worry. I'll see your assignment. Okay. We'll see on this about in message. Anything personal regarding your assignment, you send me message. I'll reply because see, time is running very fast. So please check your guideline answers after the self questions. Okay, please check it because see, yes, you can see the questions on screen.
Yes, ma'am.
See, I've already put the questions there. Okay, as you can see, the self-assignment questions cover the whole chapter. So we shall consider each and every question for 5 minutes to understand the whole chapter. I think it's enough. This will help you answering the exams question. Okay, we can't just go to each chapter. These questions already cover the unit. Okay, they are questions which I've already started preparing for the exams. So they will all be in line with the objectives of all units. But you are expected to do some in-depth research and come up with interesting ideas for the answers. I shall appreciate. Okay, the questions will not be out of the manual. Okay, these questions already cover your unit, you will see, and you have the answers, but we shall see the answers together. Okay, this will be enough for us to understand the whole unit. And I hope you have gone through the manual before coming to the class. So let's see. First question, describe how would you proceed with making financial projection for a social project? These are the types of questions I may set. So you should revise well your chapters, the different units. So how to proceed with making financial projections for social project? What is a social project? So far, we concentrated on profit and non-profit making projects last time. You remember, I hope. And now social projects. Let me reply. It's on your manual. Any project related to welfare of people and undertaken for social purposes are called social projects. Okay, same may be undertaken by government and NGOs. It is in the interest of the society and people. I previously explained the intervention of NGOs and government about funding of projects. I think you remember request of funds and all these. Okay, so we have several such projects like child welfare project, adult literacy project. Some has been mentioned on the manual, but we also have the women welfare project, gender equality project, old age recreation centers project, those who works at the ministries and in public sectors. I think they know about such kind of projects. So anyone you may know, anyone you have in mind. So it's good you specify during exam question if there are such examples to be used. Okay. So what are the financial projections? The expenditures to be incurred with the project. You can see on your manual, there is the, you refer to page, to unit 3.1. You refer to 3.1 in your manual. Okay, you have you may see on the screen also the cost of project. Okay, so which involves all expenditures necessary to execute the project. Okay, it represents the total of all items of outlay associated with a project. So any project we put up, we have to consider the expenses, the cost involved. For instance, a project of a construction, any construction like, as I said, the recreation center for youth, not for all rates, let us see for youth. So therefore, the cost implications are, see on the screen. Suppose we have 2 acres of land. So based on the long-term budget, we shall consider the following costs. We have land and development, building and civil works. All these are going to be considered. And you will see down it's written contingencies. Yeah, provision for contingencies. So what is provision for contingency? This also has to appear in your cost. In your cost for the project. Hello, Ms. Kema. As explained in previous session, contingencies are meant to provide for unforeseen expenses or price increases. Same is incorporated in the cost estimates because we may not know about the unforeseen expenses. Third, we have the margin money for working capital. Here we earmark a sum of money which is retained until the project has been completed. Okay, I think you are following me. Ms. Kema, you please refer to 3.1. We are replying the questions.
D'accord, madame.
Yes. Okay.
Merci.
The margin money for working capital is sometimes utilized for meeting overruns in capital cost. Margin money. Did you see margin money? Yes. So this is the working capital. This for working capital is sometimes utilized for meeting overruns in capital cost. the economic factors which may occur due to inaccuracies in project budget or scope, or technical reason due to erroneous estimates or incorrect data gathering. So we keep this margin money for working capital. Okay, these may lead to crisis sometimes. So that's the reason when the project is commissioned. Okay, so a portion of the loan amount is blocked at the first instance for release upon completion of the project. Okay, this is the amount. And loss, we have the initial cash losses. These are cash losses incurred at the beginning years of the project. Okay, therefore provision for an estimated initial cash losses is also compulsory during financial projection. Okay, see, we are already, 10 minutes already over. Now we are 5 minutes. We decided on the questions and everything. Let's go to the second question. Second question is not big. We have just to see. Discuss about norms and regulatory bodies and financial institutions. These elaborated notes I will forward to you. Okay, so that you may go through, and you have also to do some of your research work from your side. Okay. Any point I have got, I'm trying to elaborate so that we can better understand what we mean by these questions. Okay. Discuss about norms and regulatories and financial institutions. So regulatory bodies and financial institutions, they play crucial roles in maintaining the stability and integrity of financial system. Okay, their norms and standards, their norms and standards ensure that financial markets operate smoothly, fairly, and transparently. Okay, so the norms and standards are, we have supervision and enforcement. Let me check. Yes, you can see supervision and enforcement. So what side? Regulatory bodies supervise financial institutions to ensure compliance with law and regulations. Okay, as enforcement, they have the authority to impose penalties, sanction, or corrective measures for non-compliance. Okay, for the consumer protection now, we have transparency, where it's good to have transparency in these kinds of work. I'm going to call back afterwards. Yes, sorry, I had a call. So where we ensure that financial products and services are offered with clear and accurate information, preventing misleading or deceptive practices. Okay, there are too many points to read about. Let's see after. Fair treatment is important to maintain financial stability. We have risk management by setting standards for risk management practices within financial institutions to prevent systematic risk. And now we'll see the capital requirements. Okay, this is also important. I'll forward the notes for capital requirements because I can see time is running. Regarding the market integrity, we have the anti-fraud measures. It's good that you make some research about these points also. Okay, elaborate more. It will be very interesting. You will get to know more. Where rules have been implemented, okay, to prevent market manipulations, insider trading, and other fraudulent activities. Okay, we have the reporting requirements also. I won't be long. We also have the international standards, adherence to global norms. Many regulatory bodies align their standards with international frameworks. Okay, what about Mauritius? Do you have any examples? Make some research, okay? You may not know questions for the exams. Okay, what about the financial institutions now? The norms and standards. You have the operational standards, like the internal controls, and where we ensure accuracy, efficiency, and compliance with regulations. Okay, risk management. We have second, the financial reporting to ensure accurate and consistent financial reporting. We have the ethical conduct developing and code of ethics is important, developing and enforcing a code of ethics to guide employees. Okay, and you have the customer relations, service standards for maintaining high standards of customer service, including transparency in fees and charges. Okay, I hope you are not lost. You are following from the screen. We have complaint handling. Okay, and final we have the compliances, regulatory compliance, and where we ensure adherence to all applicable laws, regulations, and guidelines. Okay, you have some in your manual. Okay, and these are some from outside. So norms and standards for regulatory bodies and financial institutions are designed to ensure that financial systems are safe, fair, and efficient, while regulatory bodies focus on overseeing and enforcing compliances. Financial institutions implement internal standards and practices to align with these regulations and ensure effective operations. You see how the norms and standards of regulatory bodies and financial institutions are setting good or enforcing compliances, okay, for financial institutions where it implements internal standards and practices aligned with these regulations and ensure effective operations. Together, they contribute to overall health and stability of the financial systems. These are the aim for imposing these law, these norms. Norms is what you have to abide by. Okay, these are the norms that are being put, the norms of regulatory bodies and financial institutions. Okay, now we see the third question because it's going to be too long. Okay, the third question is discussed about the no, we change this. Let me see the third question now. Yes, elaborate on means of finance for social project. You have to elaborate, where do we get funds from to finance the social projects? The means of finance for social projects. Okay, first we have the grant funding. You can see the grant funding. This also you have the reply. The reply is on the answer sheet. It is 3.2.1. Okay, means of finance by specific bodies. Grant funding is offered by charitables, NGOs, and governmental bodies who do not expect a financial return, but instead investing in the social outcome that the social enterprise promises. As such, government grants or funds allocated by governmental agencies for special social projects, okay, often requiring detailed proposals and regular reporting. You have the private donations, contributions from individuals or companies, often managed through charitable foundations or direct appeals. And then you have the NGO fundings, where support from local or international NGOs are provided, which may be for both financial resources and expertise. Okay, so what is the aim for funding here? For social project, what is the aim? The welfare of the society, of people. And the expectation is rather the social outcome than a financial return. Okay, some organizations dedicated especially to social entrepreneurs also offer small grants to organizations that are starting up or scaling their operation. You can see in your manuals written there. So some social enterprise models may generate enough profits to make them attractive targets for traditional equity and debt investment funding. So we do have well-known investors and funding firms who invest in social projects. Okay, traditional equity. Can you set some examples? I think in India, I saw recently the Ambani family. Okay, they construct temples, they invest on religious events. Okay, you can see this, or this is one example. You can see this is an idea. Okay, and recently the concept of impact investing has also been developed. Okay, you can see on your paper, we have investments made into companies, organizations, and funds with the intention to generate social and environmental impact alongside a financial return. You see, there is a financial return and there is social and environmental impact alongside. One vivid example has been explained, but we know the COVID vaccines, we are all aware, that were sold for infectious diseases. So here we have the production of goods and services with a social value that can also generate profits for investors. This is two-way. Okay, a parallel getting a financial return and at the same time generating social and environment benefit. Okay, now we have the social impact bond that offers a way for private investors to fund government projects and receive a monetary return upon success in creating the desired social outcomes. Here, an example has been specified in your manual. The example, as mentioned, reduction of homelessness, okay, in a particular area, whereby the government itself offers a social impact bond, okay, for reducing homelessness, which, if timely decreased, the investor would be compensated a monetary return from the government. Okay, this is what we should understand from the third question. Okay, the means of finance. Now let's see the fourth question. Now it's getting more interesting and more complicated also. Okay, we explained the rationales for social cost benefit analysis. Let's see the rationale for social cost benefit analysis. Okay, you have it on your guideline. 3.5.1, this is the reference, but it's not necessarily the direct answer. This is only an explanation so that you understand, but you have to make some research to go according to what has been requested in question 4, in the questions overall. So what is social cost benefit analysis? A means to analyze the social cost and total social benefit if we accept any project. Okay, if we accept a project, we have to use social cost benefit analysis, okay, to analyze the social cost and total social benefits. This enables us to see whether return or benefits on the investment on the project are more than its cost from point of view of the society in which we are living. Okay, in public investment, we analyze and compare government expenditure with total benefits to the society through social cost benefit analysis, as I just explained. So what we understand here is that the social cost benefit analysis is used to determine the extent at which the proposed investment is in favor of the welfare of the society. Social cost benefit analysis also gives us an idea of the project worth from a societal perspective, whether it is worth investing on the project. We have the public sector investment, which uses this technique. Cost benefit analysis considers both the monetary and non-monetary benefits and costs, and uses prices that more accurately reflect economic, environmental, and social values. These are the main points when we analyze a social project, a social cost benefit analysis. We have to take into consideration the economic, environmental, and the social values. The rationale behind social cost benefit analysis is to ensure that decisions are made in a way that maximizes overall societal welfare. And once social costs and benefits have been identified and valued, the methodology for conducting a CBA, cost benefit analysis, follows a similar procedure to financial appraisals. And what is the financial appraisals? As outlined at 3.5.1, the choices between investment options that may be based on a comparison. We have the net present values at the test discount rates, the internal rate of returns, the payback periods, and benefit cash ratios. These have been discussed at chapter 2, at unit 2, where it has been shown clearly how the net present values have been calculated at test discount ratio. This discount rate, you will see, this is important. Discount rate. I will elaborate on it after because we have the UNIDO. So I'll talk about it so that you better understand. Now, these points that I have been specifying, this I'll provide it on notes. You will see there is more explanation about that. So more details have been provided on social cost benefits analysis through these points I have shown on the screen on PowerPoint. The notes will be forwarded to you for revision. Okay, you can see that the social cost benefit analysis is a framework used to evaluate the overall value of a project or policy by comparing its total expected costs and benefits to society. So these are the points that have been elaborated. Okay, let's see question 5 now. We have 11 questions. Okay. Explain the term market imperfection. We refer to 3.5.2. Okay. So what is market imperfection? Market imperfection is one of the problems that can be solved by the social cost benefit analysis. Market imperfection happens when a market is not working as efficiently as it could be. Sorry, the light is not enough for me. Market imperfection happens when a market is not working as efficiently as it could. Yeah, so in a perfect market, things like goods and services are bought and sold at the best possible prices, and everyone has all the information they need to make smart choices. Okay, this is in a perfect market. But here we are talking about imperfection. However, in real world, there are often problems that prevent this from happening. Okay, so there is market imperfection. Here are a few common types of market imperfection. You will see on screen. Lack of competition. Sometimes there are not enough companies or sellers in a market. For example, if only one company sells a certain product, it can set prices higher than they might be in a more competitive market. This is lack of competition. Okay, and let's see asymmetrical information. This occurs when one party has more or better information than the other. Okay, now for instance, if a car dealer knows more about the conditions of a car than the buyer, so the buyer might end up paying too much due to lack of information. Okay, externalities now. These are costs or benefits that affect people who didn't choose to be involved in a transaction. For example, a factory might pollute the air, affecting people who live nearby but didn't have a say in the factory's operations. You see, these are externalities. And barriers to entry. Sometimes it's difficult for new companies to enter a market due to high cost or other obstacles. This limits competition and can lead to higher prices or lower quality products. Okay, you can see somewhere monopoly. Okay, in simple terms, market imperfections means the market don't always work perfectly and can lead to prices being too high, products being of poor quality, or some people being unfairly affected. Okay. Now we see next question. Some questions you will expect short notes, and some questions very explicit, and some question requires lots explanation to support the answer. Okay. Now you discuss UNIDO approach for social cost benefit analysis. UNIDO approach. UNIDO approach for social cost benefits analysis. What is social UNIDO? Is a comprehensive method developed as I'm talking about social cost benefit, the approach for the UNIDO approach for social cost benefit analysis is a comprehensive method developed by the United Nations Industrial Development Organizations. Okay. It evaluates the desirability of projects by considering both financial and socio-economic impacts. Here are the key phases of this approach. You will see on screen. Okay. The financial profitability. The first step involves assessing the project financial profitability by calculating the net present value at market prices. This helps determine if the project is financially viable. I'll give an example question. You try to work it out at home. Okay, you just refer to your second unit, second chapter, and you will see how net present value has been calculated. You can try at least. This is an example. I'll give you in a few minutes. Okay. Then you try to work it. We'll try to check the answer afterwards. Okay. Try. It's not a big thing. Economic benefits also, we have the approach. The other one was financial profitability. This one is economic benefits. The approach evaluates the net economic benefits by adjusting or the financial profitability to account for economic factors such as savings and investment. This also, you have to calculate the net present value. Net present value, you have seen what it is exactly. Go ahead. Yes, Devika. Okay.
Madam, for net profit value, present value. There is on page 31. There is an example. I just wanted to know. There's a discount factor 10%. This is given, or we have to calculate.
No, you have a table for this. Normally, you can calculate. There is a formula for calculating this.
You see, there is one, and then it becomes 0.909. I wanted to know how.
Yes. There is no. You have a table, a specific table. There is a way to calculate this. Let me. The 10% discount. Do you have the table for that? You don't have the table. With you have a formula for calculating this. It's let me bring it. Let me check it, the table. Normally, what is discount factor? Let me explain you. Let me check my paper. This will come in the question 10. Oh. Can you wait, please? Someone has come from here. Press. No. Yes. Sorry, vous êtes facteur Chivini. So I had to check some documents. Had to sign some documents. Yes, so we were talking, you wanted to know the question about, where's my chapter 2? Where's my chapter? Unit 2. Unit 4, Unit 5, Unit 2. I can't find my paper, my manual, my chapter 2. Let me check. Well, sorry, my chapter 2 was missing. I had to find it. So yes, let's come to discounted cash flow analysis. So you said on which page? Yes, discounted factor, discounting factor. Yes, 10%. 10%. Yes, what is discounted factor? You have, for this, you have an existing table. Do you want me to forward you a copy? I was looking for it, I couldn't find it, but I can forward you a copy.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello? I will forward you a copy for the discounting factor so that you can go through it for exams. It's permissible. Okay.
It will be given on the exam paper, ma'am. If it will be given, so it won't be an issue.
No, I will provide it already on the table. You don't have to worry about that. But the calculation is 1 over 1 plus. If 10%, you have to put your 10%. Okay. This is the calculation. How do we get it? Let me explain. Okay. Wait. Here? Hello? Yes, everybody here? Yes, let me explain, okay? Discounted cash flow analysis. Here you will see, this chapter we were not able to cover. Assuming return is 10%, okay? 100 rupees would grow to 110, how? Okay, we'll see in the words, the present worth of next year's return at a discounted rate of 10% is only 90.91. What is 100 today? In next year will not have the same value. Okay, it will become 90.91 if the discount rate is 10%. What do we mean by this? Time value of money is the concept that receiving something today is worth more than receiving the same item at a future date. Okay, even people who give loan, why they put interest? Okay, why they put interest variating the PLO rate? Why? Because what you are taking as 2 million today won't have the same value tomorrow, and how they will take back their money from you. Okay, that's why they impose some kinds of rates. Okay, different rates that you have, the prime lending rate, you have the interest rate. These are the points. Okay, so how do you calculate whether, let's take an example for 10% discounting factor. Okay, discounting rate. So the formula for it is 1 over 1.1. 1.1. Okay, can you hear me? Are you here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, see.
Yes, ma'am.
Ah, you're all here. Good. At least I heard somebody else's voice. Okay. Now you will see 10%. 10%, how do we calculate this? 10%, if you divide 10% of 100 makes you 10. 10% of 100 makes you 10. Now you add this 10 to next year. Next year is 100 plus 10. Okay, makes you 110. Now you divide 110 by 100 times 10% again. Okay, you add 110 divided by 100 times 11 now, because it has gone up. 110 over 110 over 100 times 10% again, it makes you 11 because it's 110. Like this, the rate changes and continues. Okay, this is how the rate changes every year. That's why the discounting rate, you will see from 100, next year it becomes 80, it becomes 90.91, then it goes to 82.64, as if it diminishes. This way is the rate that changes every year, because you will see at a discounting rate, we get the real value. We are at a cumulative rate, cumulative. Let's see the net present value. Let me show you. You want me to explain this now? It was not in the plan, but let's see the net present. What is net present value? See, you see the discounting factor is 10%. Okay, you'll have the table here. Don't worry, I'll put the table for you. I'll give you the table. Okay, but you also have to know how to calculate this. It is 1 over 1 plus 0.1. Okay, 0.1. This is 10 over 100. Okay, this is the calculation for discount factor. Okay, if it is 10%, you have to put 1 over 1 plus 0.1. This is the discount factor calculation. Okay, this is the formula. But I'll provide you the table. Then you will see you have to accumulate. You have the cumulative. Have you gone to the table 30, page 31 of your manual? Page 31, chapter 2, unit 2.
Yes,
okay.
madam.
Yes, you will see the investment is 80,000. Okay. Now you see you have cash flows. Cash flows first year is 20,000. This has already been provided. In the example of, in one page before, you will see a machine to be used in a social project will cost 80,000. This is the table. You will put the table in the same way. 1, 2, 3, 4. First year, second year, third year, fourth year. Now the cash flow. The cash flow you have minus 80,000. Why? Because this is the investment. So we have to minus. Okay. And positive point is it has an expected life of 4 years. You will see on the table on page 30. It is 4 years. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 years with an anticipated resale of $10,000. 10,000 resale. Anticipation resale is on the 4th year. You can see. Okay, it has an expected of 4 years, and after use, they are going to sell it at $10,000. Expected net operating cash inflows each year are as follows. These are the inflows. These are the returns every year. Okay, the cost of capital is 10% per annum. What is cost of capital? Oh, anybody? The discounting factor. Okay, 10%. So on the 4th year, you will see there has been a change in the amount from 10% to 20,000 on the 4th year. You will see on the table of cash flow. Why? Why? Because the anticipated resale value is 10,000. At 4th year, he's going to sell the machine at 10,000. So he will going to gain money on the 4th year. Okay, when he gains the money, he adds to the cash flow. Instead of 10 existing thousand for the return, okay, he's going to add 10,000 here. This becomes 20,000. Okay, so you have to multiply with the discount factor. This is the true rate. This is the rate of next year. This is the discount factor, because the rate of 20,000 next year will not have the same value. Okay, next year it won't be 20,000, but it will have a value of 18. You multiply by the discount factor, 20 times 0.909. The amount is 18,180. This is the true value of 20,000 next year. Okay, and the second year you have another point, 0.826. This is the 10% factor in the second year. So the profit, if it is 30,000, next year you have to multiply. This is the second year, you have to multiply by 0.828. The amount is 24,780. Okay, so like this you have to go until 4th year. But 4th year there has been the anticipated resale value of the machine has been included in the 4th year, because this also brings money. Okay, he buys the machine and sells in 4th year. What happens to 4th year? The profit increases with 10,000 more of the resale of the machine. Okay, 20 times 8 is 0.683. The total is 13,000. I can't see properly, sorry. 13.560. Okay, these are, you will see in year 1. This is the return, year 2, year 3, year 4. After the discount factor, this is important to show the exact amount, the true amount. Okay, it's not like cashback. In 2 years you're going to get this money, but this money won't be the same in 2 years, because if you add, cashback shows the tentative amount after 2 years, but net present value shows the true amount, because discounting factor has been used to show the true amount of the money after 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Okay, then what you do from this return, you have to minus the investment. When you minus the total value of investment from the sum of the net sum of the profit you get, you can see the total NPV is 6,660. This is when you minus 80 from the total column, the column of the present value. Okay, this is the net present value you get. So the net present value is positive, then is investment is accepted. You see, This is the true way of calculating the net present value. Then you calculate the net present value of the project and determine whether or not it should be accepted. Okay, now you see the reply is positive, so it is accepted. Yeah, that's it. That's it. So it is positive, as you can see. So we can accept this project. Okay, this is how it is calculated. It's very simple. If you give you the 10% discount factor, normally you are supposed to calculate it on your own, but we have a specific table for that. And I gave you the calculating discount factor, how you should calculate it. I will give I can't write it on I'll give you on notes. Okay. Then you try to use it as example. If it is 15% the discount factor, what you do, it's 1 over 1 plus 15 over 100. Okay. This is how you calculate. This will go like that. And this is for 1 year. For the second year, you will have to square it. For the third year, you will have to, let me give the table how you calculate. Then afterwards, you have a template for that. Okay. So this is how you calculate to get the exact amount. Okay, this is simple, but there are some catching points which you may not consider, as if selling of the machine in 10 years, in 4th year, you may forget to add it, but you should add. Okay. Now let's go back to question 6. So we were talking about, which questions we were? 6. Yeah. So we were talking about this financial profitability. So I'll give you an example here. You'll try to calculate the net present value. Okay. The discount rate is 10%. You already have it on your manual. Okay. 10% discount factor has already been shown on the table. Okay. In economics books, you normally have this table complete from 1 to, 100. Okay. So you can go through, but if you don't have, I can provide you the paper so you can see. Okay. So let's see next. You have the social impact, which is also important for UNIDO, because UNIDO considers the social environment impact. It's very important. The social, what you have more? Yes, which page? Yes, you have the social impact. The third phase involves assessing the project's impact on income distribution and wealth. This includes evaluating how the project affects different social groups and whether it promotes equitable growth. Okay. Now you have merit and demerit goods. This you should consider, okay, for UNIDO. The approach also considered the production of merit and demerit goods. Merit goods are those that provide social benefits, while demerit goods have negative social impact. Okay. Up is the question already set to you. This is what you have to calculate. Okay. But wait. Yeah. Here are the economic benefits, the social impact, and merit and demerit goods. Okay. And the shadow pricing. These are the impact of, now we have the shadow pricing. Shadow pricing, finally, the UNIDO approach uses shadow pricing to value inputs and outputs that do not have a market price. This includes environmental impact, social impact, and benefits, social costs and benefits. Okay, these are also important. So by incorporating these phases, the UNIDO approach ensures a holistic evaluation of project, balancing financial viability and broader socio-economic benefits. Okay, so the questions, let's move to the questions. Yeah, this is the question which you have to try to answer your way. Okay, for 10 years. Let's diminish it. Okay, 10 years is too much because on your table there is only 4 years there. Okay, I gave only, you have only 4 years for the discounting rate. So let's keep the project life 4 years. Okay, can you all follow? So instead of 10 years on project life on this screen, we have put the project life 4 years, because for now on, For now, you have only on table the discount factor of 4 years. I haven't gone through the manual again if it's more than 10 years, 10%. Let's keep it for 4 years so that you can work on it. Okay? Is anybody following? Everybody following? Because I've changed the project life for 4 years. Okay? You work on 4 years. Now, let's see the next question. See, one hour is already complete, and question 7. Shadow price. Shadow. 7, 8. Yeah, shadow pricing. Madam, the one you uploaded is only 4 slides. Wait. Yeah, that's the notes for only previous chapter 1 and 2. Okay, only 4 slides. 4 slides. No, 4 slides. But they are all the slides in the class I have forwarded, and the notes I have given extra yesterday. It's about net present value, how to calculate, and I have given everything about chapter 2, capital budgeting, the project. I've submitted. Please check if you didn't receive. I'll try send you separately. Okay, but normally I have sent everyone, and this what I'm explaining now. I'll forward you all the notes. Okay. Any problem, you just let me know. Just message me, because I have said 4 slides. It's confusing. Everybody got your slides for last class? I hope you got the slide. Okay. Now see, it's already 1 hour. Let's check shadow pricing. What is it? It refers to assigning a monetary value to something that doesn't have a market price. This is often used in cost-benefit analysis, okay, to evaluate projects or investment that involve intangible assets or externalities. Intangible assets, okay? I hope you know what is intangible assets. Example, economists might use shadow pricing to estimate the value of public infrastructure projects like parks or transportation systems. This is an example, okay? All notes I'll give to you so that this will ease your revision. Sources of shadow pricing. You have market comparison. Analyst looks at the market price of similar goods or services and adjusts for unique characteristics. These additional notes I'll provide you. Okay. Externalities. Costs and benefits that affect third parties, such as pollutions, are often included. Okay. These are externalities. And you have elasticity of demand. The responsiveness of demand to price changes can influence shadow prices. The responsiveness of demand to price changes. Okay. Substitutes availability. The presence of alternative goods and services can also impact on shadow price. Okay. There's an extra note I'm giving to you about this so that you can read it. Okay. I may ask question about short notes about shadow pricing, and you have the coming questions like tradability, Little Mary's method. Tradability, the concept. This is definition. This is definition, but it's not enough provided on the manual. You will see. So tradability, question 8. Where's my question 8? Let me see. Yes, tradability. Tradability is a concept that primarily pertains to economics and finance, and it involves the case with which an asset or products can be bought or sold in a market without affecting its price. Here's a deeper look in the concept. Let's see the examples. Market liquidity. You have tradability is closely related to liquidity. Okay. For instance, stocks of large, well-known established companies like Apple or Microsoft are highly tradable because there is a large market of buyers and sellers, making it easy to transact without significantly impacting the asset's price. Okay, this is one point about tradability. And transaction costs. Assets with high tradability usually have lower transaction costs. Okay, I will submit the notes. And market depth, this refers to the market's ability to sustain relatively large market orders without impacting the price significantly. A deep market has a lot of buy and sell orders of various price levels, which helps maintain price stability. Wait. Okay. Okay. Now we have the price transparency. Tradability often involves transparency regarding the asset price. Okay. Now regulatory and legal environment. The legal and regulatory framework of a market can also impact tradability. For example, markets with clear regulations and protections for investors typically facilitate easier and more reliable trading. And 6, we have the asset characteristics. Okay, the tradability of an asset can also depend on its characteristics. For instance, real estate properties are generally less tradable compared to stocks or bonds because they involve more complex processes and higher transaction costs. Those who are leaving clause in between and are not coming back, I need to know the reason for their leaving the class. Okay, it's important for me. Okay, once you have joined, it's important that you join unless you inform me why you are going or why you are leaving the class. Okay, what's more important than the class? Is it because I'm recording and I'm submitting to everyone? Those who are leaving the class in between won't have recordings. Okay, I'm not happy this way you leave. You have to present excuse and give reason why you're leaving my class. Okay, that's also very important. Okay, 9. Question 9. Yeah, 9. Write a short note on Little Mealy's method. This is a short note that I'm going to give you. This Mealy's method is a framework for project appraisal developed by economists Lan Little and James Mirrlees. It is widely used in evaluating the economic and social profitability of projects, particularly in developing countries. Here are a key aspect of this method. Shadow pricing. We have shadow pricing. The method is very interesting, okay? The method emphasizes the use of shadow prices, which are adjusted prices that reflect the true economic value of goods and services, okay, rather than their market prices. This is crucial for accurately assessing the cost and benefit of a project. Shadow pricing, okay? World prices. This approach helps in understanding the project's impact on countries' trade and its comparative advantage. You have the discounting future values, and this allows for a consistent comparison of cost and benefit occurring at different times. Okay, then finally you have, no, not finally, sorry, 4th, economic and social profitability. These distinctions help to evaluating the broader impact of a project on economy and society. Applications. It is particularly useful in contexts where market prices do not accurately reflect the true economic value of resources. Okay, so these are the notes I'm going to send you. Okay, this time I prepared it well for Mr. Vinesh, because I'm sorry you're not getting the papers as you are expecting. And now we have you 10, 11, 10, 10. Because see what my guys, I'll stop. Okay, and I'll take the next chapter is very small. We will go over it. It's not that difficult. Okay, the outline, the stages involved in UNIDO approach is nearly same as, but it's a slight difference. The UNIDO approach to project appraisal involves several key stages as outlined: calculation of financial profitability. Okay. Yes. The stages involves assessing the financial profitability of the project using market prices. This also you have to calculate the net present value. It includes, but I'm not going to give any work for this. Only for the other one, I wanted to see your calculation, your way of counting. This includes estimating revenues, cost, financial return to determine if the project is financially viable. How do you determine if the project is financially viable? So you have to use the method I suggested previously. So you have the economic analysis again. The state that adjusts the financial analysis to reflect economic prices, which consider the true value of resources to the economy. Okay, this also involves calculating the net economic benefit of the project. Okay, this involves and you have the impact on saving and investment. Okay, this stage also evaluates how the project affects national savings and investment. It considers the project's contribution to capital formation and its part of the overall economy. Impact of savings and investment. Now you have the social cost benefit analysis, where it assesses, this stage assesses the social impact of the project. Okay, including effects on employment, income distribution, and social welfare. It is, I think we have already gone through these steps. So it appears here also. It involves identifying and valuing social benefits and costs. We have environmental impact assessment. This stage evaluates the environment consequences of the project. It includes identifying potential environment impacts and proposing measures to mitigate negative effects. So these stages ensure a comprehensive evaluations of a project, financial, economic, and social and environmental impacts, aligned with UNIDO's goal of promoting sustainable industrial development. Okay, the final question is, let me put the final question. 11. Let's see briefly. Okay, all the points are here. It's have been already elaborated here. So I will submit you the notes. You can go through. It doesn't require any calculation. List the various factors you will take into consideration while doing a social cost benefit analysis for a project. What are the points you're going to take into consideration? Okay, some factors need to be considered to ensure a comprehensive evaluation here. Okay, so what are the points? Project objectives and scope. Define the goals of the project. Determine the scope and scale of the project. These are the points you take into consideration so that you can consider doing the social cost benefit analysis. Okay, if all is well prepared, the project has been well set up, then you get the best result, and you can you can best analyze the social cost benefit. Okay, you have the economic cost, you have the economic benefit, environmental impact, social impact, health impact, distributional effects, where you analyze how costs and benefits are distributed among different groups in society, low income versus high income communities versus urban versus rural areas. These are distributional effects. You have the opportunity cost, where you assess the value of next best alternative use of resources that are allocated to the project. You have risks and uncertainties, where potential risk and uncertainties associated with the project and the impacts on costs and benefits are evaluated. You have time horizon. We have to consider the short-term or long-term effects and apply discounting techniques to compare present and future values of costs and benefits. We already talked about that. You have the legal, the norms and regulatory consideration, compliance with laws and regulation. You see, all we have talked so far are all important here while working on the social cost benefit analysis. We have the stakeholders' views. Okay, gather and consider input from various stakeholders. And we have qualification and valuation. Okay, you will see measure and quantify costs and benefits in monetary terms where possible. And you have sensitivity analysis, sensitivity, test now changes of key assumptions or variables effects of outcomes of the analysis. Equity consideration, ensure that the project does not disproportionately disadvantage vulnerable or marginalized group. Okay. So a thorough SCBA will incorporate these factors to provide a balanced view of the project's overall impact on society. Here is chapter unit 4. I'm sorry, 3. We'll go to 4 now. Okay? See the time. I'm not going to be long. Okay, we'll see chapter 4. You're tired? Everybody's here? Do you need break? We already left 45 minutes. Sorry for the implementation N went down. Okay, implementation of project. I have to recorrect it. It's okay. All right. Mr. Vinesh, we start. I hope you are not tired. Okay, I feel sorry for you. You all guys, because you are all following non-stop and you are trying to catch. Okay, let's see chapter 4. It's not difficult. It's very simple chapter. I like this chapter very much. It's same as unit 1. To the point and very interesting. It's good for your personal knowledge, not only for class. Okay, once you take it personal, you will see it's very simple. So explain what is, let's go to the self questions. Explain what is meant by project life cycle. This we have already discussed in unit 1. Unit 1. Life cycle, unit 1. Yes, we already went through it. I think you remember. And I set notes about that. Okay, let me see my good work to explain you. My good research where I can explain you. Unit 1. Explain what is meant by project life cycle. Let's go to question 1 quick. Okay, madam, the one you uploaded is only 4 slides. This is previous. Okay, this is previous. Okay. Now the project life cycle. What is it? It is a series of phases that a project goes through from the initiation to its completion. Life cycle. Okay, blue. Okay, a project life cycle, yes, from initiation to its completion. It consists of the following phases, namely the conceptualization phase. What is it? Where the organization recognizes the need for a project. You remember I showed you the dairy farming example in the last session, where we try to analyze, where we try to look for the importance of a project. Oh, you didn't get additional notes? Yesterday I said, you didn't get? I didn't get additional notes on Blackboard. Check if you... Okay, I'll check back and I'll see why you have not got. Everybody, did you get notes on Blackboard? Yesterday I sent some notes. Tell me yes or no. This is previous, yes. Yes? Shobha got. Marie got, yes. Okay. Only Mom didn't get additional notes. Devika didn't get. Okay. I got. Okay. Yes, good. But how come 2 people haven't got their paper? I have to check it back. Why? Because I set details note on how to. It was on message. Yes, it was on message. Mr. Vinesh tried to check on message. Okay, let me download it there as well. Okay, let me download it there. Okay, you have to read the messages, you have to remain reading, otherwise I can send something. Sorry. Yes, so let's come back the conceptualization phase. At this phase, we identify the product and or services. You remember there was now there is pénurie des œufs, pénurie des poulets. So these people can work out on this project. Why not? Because this is badly required in the country and prices are going high, as you can see. So this is how you identify the project or services. Then as the idea becomes established, a proposal is developed. Okay. This is how you go to conceptualization phase. Conceptualization phase. Okay. Second is the feasibility analysis, which examines the expected costs, benefits, and risk of understanding the project. Okay. Now here you have to see the expected cost and benefit. Third, we have the planning phase, whereby the project structure is planned based on the project appraisal and approvals. Okay, now you start the planning, and then this phase spells out the details of work and provide estimates of human resources, time, and cost. Okay, so you start planning, and you consider human resources, time and cost. Time and cost, as I said, always very important. Human resource, time and cost, these are the main points to consider while planning your project. Okay, then we have the execution phase, where we are now in this chapter. Okay, during which the project itself is done. Okay, this phase concentrates on putting up the plans into operation, the implementation phase. The important activities in this phase are communication with stakeholders, okay, reviewing progress, and monitoring cost and time. Now you have to start the work, okay? Now you have to put into practice what you have planned, what you have developed as project. Now you start putting into practice, you start communicating, setting meetings with stakeholders, reviewing progress, where the work is blocking, where the work has reached. Do we follow the, how do you say, the time monitoring cost and time? Do we follow the time constraints, the time limited time we have been given for this project? Time constraint is important also. We have to monitor as per the cost available and the time set for this project. Okay, in short, tracking of the project progress. We have to track the progress. Okay, this phase often accounts for the majority of time and resources consumed by the project. Controlling quality, managing changes. Lastly, we have the termination phase. Now we are tired implementing. Now once implemented, we have the termination phase. And this phase involves completing and delivering the project, finalizing any contract, and reviewing the project success. Let's take another example here. We had to submit some apartments which we have already completed, and we deliver the work. We finalize the contract and reviewing the project success, and this is a lesson learned. Finally, okay, this is your question 1. Let's go to 2. We have not many questions, no? 1 to 7 only. Okay. Second question. Let me see on my paper. Second question. Yeah. Yes, definition of implementation in social project. Okay. Social project. In the context of a social project, implementation refers to the process of executing the planned activities to achieve the project goals. Okay, the planned activities. Implementation includes taking all necessary action to ensure the activities in the project plan are completed and the outputs of the plan are produced. Implementation occurs once the final project plans have been approved by the organization or the donor agency. So here are the phase involved. Okay, you have the executing of the action plans. That is, we have to carry out the strategies and tasks as outlined in the project plan. Okay, we have the resource management to manage resources effectively, and we should allocate and utilize effectively, and we have coordination of the work, ensuring all stakeholders and teams members are working together. Okay, and the monitoring, tracking progress and making adjustment as needed, and reporting, communicating progress and outcomes to stakeholders. Okay, this is the definition how you are going to implement a. At 4.1, you can refer to the answer. Okay, and the extra notes I'm going to provide you. No worries. Okay, so next question, characteristics of a successful project manager at the implementation phase. What should the successful project manager possess as qualities? Okay, so we see a successful project manager during the implementation phase should possess a leadership quality where he can inspire and guide the team, fostering motivation and resolving conflicts. Okay. Leadership. Okay, here on the screen. And then we have the communication skills. He should clearly convey information to stakeholders, team members, and others involved. Okay. Problem-solving ability. He must be able to identify issues quickly and finding effective solutions as the project manager. Okay, he should organize and keep track of project tasks, timelines, and resources. He has these following responsibilities also. Okay, he must be flexible, adapting to changes and unexpected challenges that may arise anytime when he is implementing a project. Okay, so decision making also is very important. At times he has to take unexpected decisions. He should be prepared for that. Okay, making timely and informed decisions to keep the project on track. This is also very important. So the project manager must ensure all work is properly assembled. Okay, and he must create harmony among organizational needs of the project participants and the project requirements. He must be able to understand the organizational culture and focus on positions and responsibilities, coordinations and monitoring. This is also very important for the project manager. And that project manager must ensure all aspects of the business associated with the project is well identified and understood. Okay, these are the important qualities. Now you can look for other qualities also based on examples. If you come up with different examples, you may have additional responsibilities and important qualities for the project manager. Now, 4 questions, how to proceed in implementing successful project. So we see here how to implement successful project. You might follow these steps. Okay, so you have to develop a detailed action plan. Okay, you have to define the specific tasks. Okay, the responsibilities and timelines. These are very important. And then you have to allocate resources. You have to ensure you have the necessary people, equipment, and materials. These are what is required, what are required, okay, while proceeding with implementing of a successful project. You develop, then you allocate resources. Now you communicate effectively. Message should be well transmitted, okay? All message, yes? Oh, I thought there's a message. Yeah, you should communicate effectively. everybody should know about any changes that may happen. You have to keep all stakeholders informed and engaged. Okay, establish an atmosphere of candor and trust with partners during implementation. Everyone should also be reliable in the group, in the team, and you should work as a team. Okay, monitor progress. Regular checks should be on progress against the plan and make adjustment as needed. So you should make necessary adjustment where necessary while checking on the progress of the work. Okay, and you have to manage the risk. You have to identify potential risk and have contingency plans in place, as we discussed previously about contingency. But how do you say that? The unexpectancies. So you have to prepare for that also. But because every project may have risk, any risk may pertain. Okay, then you have to evaluate your performance. You have to assess the performance of the team and the project's progress towards goals. Okay, and then you have to report and review. Document progress, challenges, outcomes, and review the project upon completion. This is very important. You can document the work. Okay, what if you're working on a big project? You should document it. Now, next question. Fortunately, we are on the right track. Okay. Now, the fifth question. You should see your manual also. Okay. I didn't see the reply is on which desk. Fifth question. Describe how would you implement the social project. 4.9. You can see on screen. Chapter 4. Can't see my chapter. So chapter 4, how to implement a social project. Implementing a social project involves several keys. Okay. Here are social projects that targets human factor. This is very crucial. Okay. Okay, now you have to engage stakeholders here. Okay, this will involve community members. This will involve organizations and other stakeholders from the start. Okay. Now you have to understand community needs. We should conduct needs assessment to ensure the project addresses. Okay, wait. Yes, sorry. Yeah, we have to understand community needs. It's here. So we should conduct needs assessments to ensure the project addresses actual issues. Okay, then we have to develop a community-based plan. All that has been written in your manual in literature form, you have to go through it also. You will see 2 examples. Very important points have been specified and discussed, and you should pick these points and use it as examples and apply it. Okay, when such questions are set. Okay, and the reply has already been shown at 4.5 is 4.9. Okay, you go through it and you see the points and you try to do some more research. Okay, that how to implement a social project. We have to build partnerships. Okay, we have to collaborate with local organizations and leaders. Then we have to mobilize resources, secure funding, volunteers, and other resources. Okay, and then we have to execute the plan. And what is to execute the plan? To implement the project activities as planned, as we did previously, as I showed you how to execute. Then after you will see all is turning around the same replies towards the different questions, because this is all about implementation. Then we have to monitor and adapt. We have to track progress and be prepared to adjust the plan based on feedback and results. Okay, then we have to evaluate the impact assessment, we have to evaluate impact. We have to assess the project effectively and the impacts on the community. This also has to be considered. An evaluation session should be done. Okay. Let me drink some water. Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Yes, I think we are nothing short of time. Impact on society and community when implementing a new project. And I think we should have taken a 5 minutes break, because it's okay. Because time is very important here. So impact on society and community when implementing a new project. We have the reply at. You should also participate. Nobody is talking about the reply. I'm having to turn my page every time to see on which number is the reply. Yes, 4.8. It's not the exact reply always. You have to build it in your way, okay, to cover the impact on society and community when implementing a new project. Okay, so what are they? Depending on the situation and its complexity, the project might be implemented through a formal contract or a voluntary community approach. Okay, you can see that voluntary community approach. You will see that examples have been set in the reply. So here the various ways to implement a new project that can affect society and the community are the economic impact, where we can see the project can create jobs, boost local businesses, or stimulate economic activity. How? Can anybody explain me? What are the impact on society and community when we implement a new project? The society you are living, the community you are living, we are implementing a new project there. How can it impact economically? You can see there is a creation of job. They may take people from the very region to work. Okay, they will be cost effective for them because they won't have to pay for transport. Okay, this will boost local business. People might get job on the very side if there is a construction in the area. What are the extra jobs you can get? You can boost local business. You can sell your things that you were preparing before. You can sell things in front. You can get more people in your area. This will stimulate economic activity. Okay, and you have social impact. They can address social issues, improve quality of life, and foster community cohesion. Social impact. Where there is social issues, this will improve quality of life. When there is a construction, of course, they are going to look on the environment impact, the social impact. You may have a building, then on the side you may have jogger's track. Okay, for any project to get approved today, you must have this social side. See at Eben City, when there's construction, they are preparing for joggers track, other facilities for people, parking facilities, many facilities. You have recreation park. Okay, so these are important. These will improve quality of life of people in the area. People living in the Eben village are benefiting from all these facilities. You will see this is an example. Now, social environmental impact also, whether projects might affect the environment as a positively. Green, you have the green initiatives, or negatively pollutions. Yeah, if there are industries in the area, you have factories, You can see pollution problem. This is a negative impact or positive impact. You have green. You, as I said, you have gardens created for people for relaxations. You will have to, you can see park for children. All these are developments for society and for the environment. Okay, now cultural impact. They can influence on local tradition, values, and cultural practices. Okay, these can also be seen. On the infrastructure side, you can see projects may lead to improved or new infrastructure like roads, schools, or healthcare facilities. Okay, infrastructure. You can see because there is a building construction, they can improve the road. If it is a public, if it is a government building, you can see if there is you have big companies making a branch in this area, having a branch. MCB will construct a branch here. You have they can construct, they can improve the road work. Okay, they can, the roads, the school, healthcare from government. If there is many people here, they can arrange for healthcare facilities. They can arrange for schools. Okay, these are the development, the impact that on the infrastructural side. If you are going to look on the impact on society and community when implementing a new project. Okay, these are the impact on the village or the area or the urban rural area. Okay, now the benefits of new projects development to society. Let's see, new project development can benefit society in numerous ways. We have the economic growth by creating job. Okay, this will stimulate business and increasing productivity. You can go also through the reply on your paper. You have social improvement, as I said, enhancing the quality of life, addressing social issues, and fostering community engagement. Okay, here you have innovation, introducing new technologies and methods that can improve various aspects of life. And you have education and awareness, providing educational opportunities and raising awareness about important issues. Okay, and you have next environmental protections, contributing to sustainability and environmental conservation efforts. Okay, and then you have health and well-being, where you're improving public health through better healthcare facilities or healthier environments. So labor can be used from within the community as much as possible, and this is also cost effective. The deserving community members will also benefit from specialized training courses in the required field. Okay, the 7 questions has also been covered. Now, what do you want? Do you want to review the chapter 2 or you're tired? Any reply? Yeah, okay. Okay, so it's okay. I'll try to check the discount factor for you. I'll try to forward it to you. Okay, now for the next session, I think it is face-to-face. So we are meeting at the at QPIP. So there you have to prepare. I won't announce. So you
Yes,
have to prepare for the, yeah. So you have to prepare yourself. I'll work in group. There will be teamwork. I want you all to participate based on questions. Okay, I'll set questions and there will be teamwork. I want to see you all working together. Okay, because I think you have enough understood about the project. Okay, let's see the 5th and 6th session. Okay, you may leave now if you are tired also, because it's okay. But I'm going to forward you now the replies, the notes. Then you have to do your revisions. Okay. Anything you let me know about. I can see not many have replied to the submitted the assignments. Okay, what about the assignment? I didn't get all the assignments yet. The final date was today, exceptionally for Miss Turi, whom I told okay, let ouais. Non, this pour celui-là. Yeah, somebody send me a message. Somebody just sent me a message. Please, I can see too many students replying, so please, let me check. Somebody just sent me a message. I lost the contact. Please send back the message and then I'll reply you. For anything, you can rest assured I'm here. Anything you're not sure about, okay? For me, important is you understand the work. Yes, okay. Those here, do you have any question about the payback method, the NPV? Yes, do you have any question about the payback NPV? Try this homework I have given to you. Let's see how the reply is going to be. Okay, the reply for the NPV, net present value. Let's see, and you will see later there is IRR. I submitted notes about that. You just go through, okay? You just go through your notes. Those who are absent today, just see the notes, okay, so that you can catch up, okay? Mr. Vinesh, is everything okay? I'm going to resend you the paper. Ali. Thank you for your assignment. I went through. It's very interesting. It's good that you have already submitted. I can stop the correction in the meantime. Okay, try sending your assignment, those who have not sent yet. Okay, because I gave till 24. I'll wait till night. I'm still getting assignments from you people. So I'll see the assignments. Okay. You can start, you can work on the net present value, do this work. It's a simple calculation, try work it, but I have changed the life. Instead of 10, it is 4 years. Okay, try work on the example. I want to see how you work on the net present value. Yes, your work is good, Miss Devika. Your work is okay. Only the cover sheet I can see has been covered with ink. Why don't you send me a message? Try send me a message so that I can see what I can do about that. Okay, try send me this cover, because your work is already on the assignment column. Only your cover, I'll reconsider it. Don't you worry. Okay. 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 Okay, Miss Shobha.
Yes, madam. It's okay.
Yes, I received Miss Marie Brina. I received your assignment. I must see how many assignments I'm left with. Yes, you have already submitted your assignment, Miss Shobha.
Yes, I have submitted.
Good, 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 very good. Okay, yes, I can see. Yes, I can see it is here. Okay, those who have not said, please do necessary. Okay, you can do this work for me until you finish. So work this present value. I wish to see the answer in the next session. Okay, come up with the answer. Okay, you can do this work. Okay, so work on it. Those who are tired, just go through the how to work on the reply. Okay, it's a short work. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Vinesh, I take your leave.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Madam.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Anything new, you can message me.
Thank you, madam.